For years now, I've been looking for every opportunity to lift up Korea in the eyes of the world as a peacemaker and unifier, as a people who are giving more to the world than they are taking. One project I've been working on for years is the Love Letter project. A love letter is a kilo bag of homegrown Korean rice. It's very important that it's homegrown so that Koreans can benefit and get a pride in what they have that the world needs. The world is starving. Billions of people are thirsty. They don't have clean water, so you can use a, homegrown Korean rice or homegrown Korean water. This is about $3. This is 50 cents. The idea is to promote the message and to create unity and oneness. That's the power. I experienced that power here in Korea during the 2002 World Cup soccer match when Korea turned the whole nation into a sports stadium. That was enormous collective human energy. That's what I'm after. Human bioelectric energy. Sustainable, renewable energy. That's the future. So, what you need is a Ziploc bag. I figure if people need rice, they could also use a Ziploc bag. Some brown paper, kilo of rice or a bottle of water. Most important is the message. The feeding people with the rice and giving them water is just the activity. Activity can change, but the message never changes. So, the message I developed is Hongikinggang, devotion to the welfare of humankind, peace, team world message. I wear this message every single day. It's the vertical message. Then the activity is the horizontal aspect. This is the power source. This is the connection. One mind. The mind of the Korean people for 5,000 years has been this Hongikinggan mind. I read it on the news on the internet. They trained it in this mind with the martial arts for thousands of years. Taekwondo. It's the educational philosophy of Korea. I want to make this, clear to the people of the world that if we can really support Korea in activities that unify the entire nation, everybody can get involved in a love letter campaign. The vertical message, the Hongikinggan message, plus your picture. This is a picture of my daughter. She's almost 4 years old, Meadow Jungwon. Made in Korea. She was born here. And then the logo that I've been promoting, using, the Korean peninsula as the K in Korea, along with the, Jeju-do Island. It's supposed to be the island of peace, and Dukdo Island, and this devotion to the welfare of humankind message. So once you have the vertical, then the personal touch. All you need is some stickers. Draw some pictures. Write some prayers, some poems. It's a message of hope. Imagine if you're in some situation where your family's dying, and here comes volunteers from Korea, and they got millions of these individually wrapped bags with even tears on them. They got it's their heart, their spirit, their love is coming with this rice. Isn't that what the world needs? Hope. Imagine their minds, just they can't believe it that millions of people are thinking about them. They, look at the message, the Korean face, the face of goodness. To them is Korean. They read the poems. They feel inspired. Every family gets 100 bags or so. We do this once a month. Take pictures of it. Put it on the internet so that people can see, have contests. Do this in the classroom. Teachers union get involved. Get everybody involved. Mobilize the entire nation of Korea. Now that's an image maker. That's a branding of a nation that is giving more to the world than it's taking. There's no nation like that. Every nation is sucking the energy and resources out of the world for themselves. Self-centered nationalism. The world is bigger. It comes first. So first, all the Korean people, for the sake of unity and peace, wrap up a love letter and, send it to the United Nations Secretary General, who happens to be Korean, Ban Ki-moon. You show enormous national support for Ban Ki-moon. You make him a national hero, a world hero. You turn him into a world-class leader, a parent of humanity through the unity of the Korean people. He's a role model for the children. The very nature of the United Nations is devoted to the welfare of humankind. That's the message. The person that is the United Nations Secretary General, whatever their nation, the whole nation that they come from should support them. That could be a trend if Korea leads the way. The position is the position of a parent. It's unselfish, public-minded, has no religious, national, racial, cultural, political barriers. That's my message. It's a position of trust and honesty, integrity. That position is held now by a Korean. I'm trying to raise up the Korean people, unite them. That's branding a nation. And in this situation, it's Korea, but Korea can be a model for all nations. The personal touch. Why is there hunger and starvation in the world? It's too horrible to think about. We want the minds of all the world going to a location where there's a tsunami or a Katrina or a disaster of some sort, whether man-made or natural. We want teamwork. It's my message, team world. Hongikgan, peace, team world. We want to transmit this message out to the world as individuals, democracy, freedom of individual choice. Send this message out to the world. So for the Koreans, because there's millions of Koreans might starve in the north, then first they serve the world. Give one bag of rice to the world, a bottle of water, collectively. Use the Red Cross, get volunteers, make a big deal about it, put it on the internet, show everybody, It's a trend, it's a fashion of the personal touch to humanitarian aid. Then you have the Koreans can have another bag, and even many millions of people throughout the world can wrap up a bag of rice or a bottle of water for the Koreans in the north. They probably won't believe that every Korean in the south has a kilo bag of rice or some water for them. But if they hear that first the Koreans in the south gave a love letter to the world, to Ban Ki-moon, who gives it to the World Food Program, and Ban Ki-moon says, let's send 10 million bags to Darfur and millions of bags here and here and here. That's where the people go. That's where their heart goes. It's a connection of love to humanity. We're rebuilding the conscience of humanity that has died. There can be an earthquake in China with 50,000 people die. I want to wake up in my sleep in tears. I don't want to read about it on the newspaper or hear about it on television. I want to feel it. I want to feel the pain and share the care along with millions and even billions of people. Korea can lead the way, and I have a plan.